Ladies and gentlemen, in the coming year, we beckon in a hopefully more improved, more efficient, more sophisticated second Trump administration. With control of both chambers and executive power, there are many things that must be done in a short period of time. Donald Trump must push for mass deportations of all illegal immigrants. The deportations need to be swift. The southern border must be secure. The wall must be finished. Significant immigration overhaul needs to happen that was previously expunged due to the current administration. We must institute a strict immigration policy and focus on building our own population through achieving family growth rather than importing immigrants that don't share our values or belief system. Donald Trump must change the education structure of the United States, incentivizing the trades and emboldening young people to forge different paths outside of college. Donald Trump must set a specific goal regarding energy independence in the United States. He must invest heavily in nuclear energy. It is the most realistic and efficient energy source for the future of our nation. Donald Trump must stop the wars between Ukraine and Russia, Israel, Palestine. The global instability of war hurts everyone. The proverbial guessing game of when World War III will kick off must end during, not after, the second Trump administration. Donald Trump must aggressively pressure NATO countries to at least pay their fair share. The reliance that these countries have on the United States for war that's not even happening in their own country or continent is unacceptable. Europe cares deeply about what happens between Russia and Ukraine, and that is very reasonable. Geographically, it's going to affect them significantly. But to act like the United States, we have the sole responsibility over funding Eastern European wars is nonsensical. Our population must get healthier, and I want to see the obesity rate decrease in the United States with not just verbiage, but also with numbers. Donald Trump must commence a territorial expansion of the United States by purchasing the country Greenland from Denmark, an investment that will undoubtedly pay off in the future. Greenland has about $5 trillion worth of natural resources that need to be extracted. Donald Trump must bring patriotism back to the country with overwhelming rallies displaying amazing American imagery to the world. The 250th anniversary party celebrating America is a good start. Donald Trump must incentivize production on American soil, not overseas. The reliance we have on China is inexcusable based on our GDP and power. China has ambitions of passing the United States as the number one economy in the world. The idea we would help them by shipping our jobs off because of slave labor is malpracticed and must be rectified. Donald Trump must finally install a national voter ID law, which is agreed upon by 85% of Americans. The counting of votes in many of these states is unacceptably slow and must be dramatically improved by 2028. Donald Trump must peel back the curtain on the Epstein list, the JFK files, and the silent enemy, the most deadly enemy, the enemy from within, not the citizens. No. Quite the opposite, actually. It's people trying to control the citizens from behind the scenes. There's nothing more powerful than controlling elections in any country and doing it anonymously. Donald Trump must push for a law regarding free speech on the internet, making it impossible for social media platforms to shadow ban you without your knowledge. There should be a law. Once a social media platform reaches a certain number of users, they must abide by First Amendment policy. Donald Trump must incentivize family, children, and religion. Understanding how expensive kids are, policies must be put in place to ease the burden on young families, but also create a culture where it's not just acceptable, but it's expected to have children in this country. We want the United States to move away from the so-called answer of replacement migration and invest on making it easier for American citizens to build a family. Donald Trump must push for a transparency law saying our government must tell us where every single one of our tax dollars goes. The government needs to be held accountable. There should be a big review that's released at the end of every year in December telling us where our money was allocated down to the last cent. Donald Trump must do whatever he can to stay out of conflict in the Middle East, whether it's Israel, Palestine, Iraq, Iran. We've learned the hard way. It's just simply not worth it. Donald Trump must champion the rights of everyday citizens. Donald Trump must stop government overreach. Donald Trump must defend the Second Amendment. Donald Trump must reduce national debt. Donald Trump must address the broken healthcare system. Donald Trump must trim the fat off the United States government. Donald Trump must make America great again.